Great screen, very clear details. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's exactly what I was shooting for, while also keeping it, you know, classy and not too cluttered if possible. Guys, welcome. Game number 1 for today. We have Heart as a flank, playing as the Malay. Their pocket is Hera playing as Chinese, and all the way on the other flank is Lirim playing as the Malay. I'm so sorry. Heart is playing as the Wu. I think I said Malay first. I think I'm always looking here at the emblems, and the score is changing a lot in the first couple of minutes, and yeah, it's my bad. Still need to get into the vibe here. Was talking about Leary playing as Malay. That's going to be important for him because I see Malay. I'm thinking that's a timing civ. They go up faster, way faster than other civs. So that's going to be important, especially because he's on the side where there's a passage, a land passage between him and his opponent flank, which is Vivi playing as Dravidians this time. Their pocket for LingYuan is Mr. Yo, playing as the Berbers, and all the way the other flank on the water side is Lix playing as Vikings. So I kind of talked about this map a whole lot before, and I was talking about that passage. That passage is random, and so are the position of the flanks. So someone like Vikings are fine. Have a good eco, have fantastic, you know, range units. They can just open double range archers. They're fine with opening on that side. Now they don't shine on that. Maybe could even open a couple of militias. Their men at arms have extra HP. Decent enough. Now, however, they do shine on water, and I think that's exactly what he wanted. So for LingYuan to have Vikings here and Dravidians here, Dravidians with discounts on their technologies at the barracks, and later on extra wood that they're getting for free when they're getting to the next stage to put down either more production buildings like ranges, or even add in a couple of navy here and there. You know, they just get wood for days basically. It's helping their eco quite a lot. And not only that, but they do have a fantastic eco when it comes to the fishermen and the fishing ships. They carry extra res, so they're more efficient. You know, all in all, great for starting on this passage. Wait, should Hera have 2 extra vills? He did get Loom probably, right? Yeah, first things first. But I mean, after the others will get Loom, he's going to be 2 vills ahead. Hera's playing as Chinese, and Chinese have a start with the 3 extra villagers. So I don't really understand the question. Maybe you didn't know about the bonus, but are you saying that he should have more vills, or he has... I know, he's fine. It's the classic Chinese start. Okay, he's fine. Leary is just walling here. Putting down a barracks. Late. So it's going to be range opening for him. And like expected from Vivi, we already have the militias going on. Going forward soon, I would imagine. Leary's keeping an eye on that. He's probably expecting it as well. But yeah, apparently they had a pause. Something came up. Hera is playing as Chinese in the pocket, like we addressed this. Dogs in the back. Dogs in the back means that he's going to have all of his faith in Heart in contesting water and defending water for him. So he goes to Fast Castle into Cavalry, most likely. A couple of knights here and there would be nice. Vivi is coming forward with all of his militias, but range is going up for Leary already. Probably happy. Could even put down a gate here. Not sure if it's needed, but maybe he just wants to bait those men-at-arms into engaging. Hey, Asmil. If Hera goes Dragon Ship, even I will cheer for him. What do you mean, even I? Are you a Hera hate watcher, Asmil? Yo, supplies! Hey, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it. I hope you guys are going to enjoy today. I think today is going to be a very good day. So let's take a look at this, because I find this quite interesting, as the Minotaurs are actually approaching Hera's base. He needs to pay attention there. It's going to be fine. He's going to have the buildings coming up soon to just block maybe here and here. But this is something quite funny to see. Hera, docked in the back, has all his fish in the back. Look where Hart made his docks. Here. He, of course, wants to stop the navy from his opponent to go through here to his allies' fish. Whereas, where did Yo dock? Here, in the middle. So Lix's navy is kind of oriented more to, of course, defend this side. You could expect some shenanigans from Chinese, some random fire ships here and there. Crescent is one of the only map where luck can play a bit of a role, since you never know which side. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Maybe you just joined now, but I was saying that LingYuan spawned exactly as they wanted. Like, okay, Vikings can be good on that side as well. Dravidian, again, can be good on water. You know, they got 2 civs, basically, that they could do either role. But I feel like Vikings are just a tiny bit happier spawning on the side with full water. Just a tiny bit happier. I think it's better for them. Now, you were saying, do we think they would have wanted Malay on water instead of Wu? Again, it kind of feels the same, right? It kind of feels the same. Neos, we have that command, but it's drafts. Exclamation mark drafts. And I was able to incorporate that. So now it's automatic. I was able. Cow helped me. I would have been nothing production-wise without Cow. But Lear is here with his archers. He got all the way to Yo's pocket, to Yo's base, the pocket, but Yo is on the way up to the next stage. Double stable, bloodlines, bloodlines. Wait, what? I thought for a split second he had bloodlines in the queue as well. I guess not. How are things looking like on water? It's just galleys versus galleys. To finish up my idea about the Wu and Malay, kind of feels the same for Vitality, right? If I'm thinking about the bonuses and what can Wu and Malay achieve, I mean, if you're planning to put aggression, do men-at-arms into archers, you probably want Wu because their infantry regenerates, and you get all that extra food from docks and production buildings, right? So maybe you would have preferred Wu, but Wu are fantastic on water because you see often they go into galleys versus galleys and careening and dry dock for free in the later stages of the game. I feel like they're very important. And he not only he's saving those resources, but it's also the research time, the building time of the university, and it's instant, you know? So I don't really mind Wu on water. I don't really mind Malay to defend with their timings on land as well. And, you know, they could go for the kill. They could add some water as well and contest that as well. Yo has a lot of fish. 16 fishing ships, 17 for Hera. They're very equal here. Hart, however, is going up later than his flank. He's ahead in eco. Usually the map, the draft is made so both flanks can play on water. Yeah, right. I mean, it can't... You can't just risk it all like that. You can't just have Dravidians on one side and... I wanted to say something like Maya or Inca or the other one, but we did have Inca on this map playing water. And we saw yesterday we saw Maya going full water on Tres Leches. So, yo, Viper, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. I appreciate you and everyone joining in. Welcome. This is game number 1 of today. Vitality versus LingYuan. This is going to be a banger of a series. Viper is just chilling, probably watching some Rage Forest today. His team, Onimaru Capybaras, has a bye in this round. But he's probably going to tune in later on, cheering for his other teammates, Onimaru Vanguard, who are going to face Nocturna, if I'm not mistaken, in the set after this one. So, welcome everyone. This is game number 1. It's Crescent. People are just starting to get to the next stage. We have Liru with medium warship coming in. There was some bickering here with some archers, some men-at-arms, but never too much investment, because now they're switching on to water onto this side as well. Again, can't say this enough times. Very important to keep the pockets fish alive on both sides. And Pocket, actually, in this case, Yo is coming forward with a siege workshop. I don't think I've seen the Pocket coming forward with a siege workshop. Pockets are just gonna go raid each other, like usually. You have cavalry, you have mobility, so might as well. There's a couple of fire ships here. And in the meantime, I'm just noticing that Yo docked in the back as well. There's a couple of fires that if... What does he know? Let's see about that. They don't... He's gonna go. He found Yo's fish here. Someone asked me why never webcam. People like to see expressions. I'm using Today I was a tiny bit late to the stream, so there's that. But in all the other days, I opened the stream with the webcam for the event. Usually I'm not a big fan of casting with a webcam because, whatever. I just don't like it necessarily. But every single day I opened by talking to the chat and with everyone with a webcam. During the games, it's a 3v3. There's so much information on the screen. I think, like, we have to have the logo, the sponsor's logo. Again, plenty of information on the screen. And now I'm putting a webcam there as well. It's just too much clutter. And I don't like that. I like to keep things as clean as possible. And, yeah. Ball Daniela would be content. No, not too good of a content. I started to lose hair because of stress lately. So I don't know about that content. But you know what's good content? You know what's good content? This is good content. Yo coming forward with some sort of an all-in-y approach, if I dare say. Look how many knights he has. He has 21 knights with +2. Iron casting coming in. So he's gonna have +2 attack as well. Leary, not too much in defense. A couple of monks, 4 crossbowmen because he is focusing on... Well, he was focusing on water. He has 10 fire ships. If I only see he has 10 fire ships, I'm thinking... Isn't it so easy for Vivi to just switch into Warhawk? And that's exactly what he's doing. Big fight into Hera's base. Big engagement that I think is going to go just better for Yo, and I think Yo is going to be able to put some good pressure, give some good damage to Hera here. On top of all of that, he still has reinforcements coming forward, and again, how many stables? Yes! There's like 6 stables here, and he has 2 more at home. But there goes his Fischerooski, though. There goes the fish. But Vivi's here. Wait. How? How is Vivi here? This Hera... Look, Hera probably lost a lot of fish as well, but look at Hera's eco. He has a lot of farms. Lear is trying to help with his monks. Gets quite a lot of conversions there. Yo is more busy microing away from Hera's aggression. And you know what? Lear is trying to go for another raid on Yo's fish. Oh my god, both of the flanks from LingYuan are going up to the next stage, and both of them are heavily invested on water. That could clean up the water, but does that matter? What does that mean for Team Vitality? Because Team Vitality is very much boomed on land. Now, that can matter when it comes to cannon galleons. Here, here, here. Oh, a lot of Hera's fish is going to die here. So Hera lost 32 eco units. A couple of those were villagers as well, but most of it fishing ships. He only has 10 left. And he is still ahead by far in eco. Followed closely, however, by Yo. Yo only lost 10. Killed more, especially from Leary and Hera. Yo is getting devotion, but I think the important fact here is that Hera is going up to him faster. Because he didn't invest that much into military as Yo did. Also, the navy here from Heart is super good to deny potential, you know, production buildings and whatnot. There's a mangonel shot there from Yo, but Leary was fine. I don't know how he... I guess he had the hill advantage. I guess he had the hill advantage because he didn't have Sanctity. But yeah, Hera wouldn't want to take this fight. He has less numbers and he has 1 minute left until the next stage. His reinforcements. Yeah, this is spicy, guys, because Hera's production buildings are all the way in the back in his base, right? Oh my god, look at the castle from Vivi. And Yo's reinforcements are all coming from this forward production. They're right here. Hera didn't manage to get more knights number until now. In the meantime, Hera is trying to come back on water as well. Dragon ship might be making an appearance. There's a forward castle there, but Leary is up to the next stage and he has chemistry and bracer on the way. A couple of bomber cannons could deal with that castle. However, tough to keep them alive because of Yo's absolute spam of military here. Cavalry can just dive and snipe bomber cannons like it's nothing. Cavalier coming in for Hera. Yo is still not imp. Only 50 seconds away, however. That ram is really annoying. Dealt a lot of damage and it's jumping on Lyris production buildings. You will have to put more in the back and yeah, you usually don't want that because, well, archers are slow. Archers are slow. Heart doesn't want to let LingYuan get away with the water control. He's putting down more docks of his own. Even Hera, like I said earlier, is thinking about investing into water. Resources looking still good for him. That's heavy warship in the queue as well, which will give him access to dragon ship, which basically have quite a high attack. They could deal with all of those elite longboats, sorry. But only if he has careening and dry dock. Does he? Does he? He does not. That's tough because so careening and dry dock does give you an extra pierce armor. which is usually important in a galley versus galley fight, but it's especially important against longboats. Guess it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter because they can't stop any of this. Hera ended up losing all of his cavaliers forward. Wow. LingYuan taking game number 1. And in a game where it just... I don't know. Some of these games from the league are just super close until they're not. Until, like, what went wrong here? It just felt like Hera wasn't able to keep up with Yo, with his production. Yo was faster in putting a lot of pressure, raiding, while adding eco as well. I mean, yeah, his fish did a lot and it was uncontested for the longest. But by the time his fish suffered, he had a full eco. Built. Synergy difference. I know you said earlier, I saw you said earlier that probably LingYuan has one of the best synergy in the game because they have been playing, forever. And I don't disagree with that. But dare I say that that's the same for Vitality, though? It's Hera, Heart, and Lyri. They have been playing together since forever. They were in Aftermath together as well. Yo, Crush Destroyer, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate you. Hera seems super sick and is away from home, to be fair. This is something that I noticed in his previous set as well, yeah. Whenever Hera streamed this week, he sounds awful. He sounds super, super sick. But again, I don't want to say that and take away from how well LingYuan is playing. I think they're doing absolutely great. And okay, that aside, there was a show match, Vitality versus LingYuan, while qualifiers were happening. I didn't watch the show match because I was casting the qualifiers, but it was 4-3 for Vitality. It was dead even until the last game. Anyway, upcoming map is going to be Tres Leches. We're going to have Mongols, Magyars, and Malians for Team Vitality, Japanese, Georgians, and Huns for LingYuan. And yeah, I'm just gonna set things up here. Probably jump into the next game really quick because I don't want to upset other casters with my timing, but I also don't want to be too early for the other casters that are... I hate casting recorded games. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart that I really appreciate the players that are making an effort to play the live games. I love you guys. And you're the best. Because casting recorded games, logistic-wise, is an absolute mess. Someone said on YouTube, camera during game is terrible for casting. It's okay hanging out streaming, but casting a tournament, no way. I agree with you. Apparently, some people prefer camera. I absolutely agree with you. Love how Hera waited for Yo's upgrades to finish before fighting. Lol, but it was GG either way. Yeah. Found the stream. Nice. I was watching on Twitch and the game ended during an ad. Oh no! Well, if you don't have, Turbo, or if you can't afford to subscribe, I'm also... If YouTube is better. I'm also streaming there. If you guys can keep both open, thank you very much. How recordings can have tougher logistics than live because of the pace that you're casting. Because of the pace in between the games. In between the games, all the casters, all the commentators have the same pace, basically. The players dictate it. They take their time to start the lobby. It's not going to be bigger than 20 minutes. Than 10 minutes, sorry. They're going to pick the map. They're going to pick their civs. That's fine and everything. But, each caster has a different pace. For instance, some of the casters just like to jump straight up in the next game. And then I don't want to fall behind them. Some casters like to talk a tiny bit more, which I fall into that category. I kind of like to talk a tiny bit more about the previous game, about the upcoming game, about the civs, kind of catch up with chat, tell Sweep on Wake Up, thank you for the follow. Engage with chat a bit because to me, that's very important. But then I don't want to fall too much behind. And if I go too fast, I don't want to be too ahead in front of other commentators. I don't know. Technically, Linaril, other casters should think with me because I'm the host. But then again, I don't want to be too tough on that because I know it's annoying. I know when I'm casting other tournaments, it's annoying to always horrible English. Thank you. Don't delete it. It was his opinion. It's you can go switch to Dave, homie. If you don't like my English, I'm working on it still. I think it's understandable. If you don't like it, you can switch to Dave. Dave is casting right now. But just first time message, hopping in here saying horrible English, it's rude. At least where I come from. Maybe not for you, but that's fine. Anyway, moving forward with the game. Maybe he was just interesting stuff. Yeah. Hi, horrible English. I'm Daniela. Nice to meet you. Lick's playing as the Huns. Front line here. His flank is Japanese. Probably going to go for full water. Full water with maybe walls and maybe something like Cav Archers in Castle Age. That's a bit cheeky from Leary trying to deny the dock. Vivi's paying attention. He has his scout there as well. And on the other side, we have Yo playing as Georgians, probably stable. There we go. And there we go. And he's facing Hera playing as Magyars on stone. Late feudal. Is this a fast castle Magyar Hussar? 4 CA civs. 1, 2, 3 for true. Georgians have good CA as well. They regenerate. They're missing Partian tactics though, right? No, Thumbring. Sorry. My bad. I think Thumbring is very important. Especially on CA. Okay. Oops. Nice snipe there from Mr. Yo. I did add some fish, but his main focus is going to be just shift his eco on land and defend at home with a couple of spears. Go heavy into archers. Archers not forward. Kind of makes me wonder if he's just going to play this super defensive. Issue is that if you're the one in Heart's position right now, if you're the one playing defensive, then all of this aggression is going to move to Hera. And you don't want that aggression on Hera because Hera is going FC. Now, can those scouts do damage? This is walled. This can be easily walled, and this is very close to the TC. Probably not. How are Leary and Vivi doing on this side? Are going Magyar Hussar? Yeah. Yeah, he is. Barracks coming up as well early, so he's going to want a stable for bloodlines and husbandry. Which, hey, fair enough. Fair enough. If you have a cavalry unit, you want it mobile. Kinda needs to start working on the quick walls. There they are. When were these games played? Friday or Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even know if I have access to that information. No, actually they were... Yeah, Thursday. Thursday. Stable going up. And Magyar Hussar production started. Now, we have the flanks from LingYuan going up to the castle age. Yo walling his base. Market, second stable coming up. Probably something similar from Leary. Leary's going to go CA. No production building yet for Vivi. Vivi is going to go full water. Now this is interesting because if this is going to... Ah, no, he is putting down a range. If he's gonna go into CA... Which CA do you guys prefer? Mongols with extra attack. Ooh, the Scots are in. They could do some damage here. Forcing a lot of reaction from Leary. Now, you could say, but Leary's fine. And you would be right, he's fine. He's not losing any vills. But you see those houses? That's idle time for those villagers. That's idle time for those villagers. This is idle time for this villager and spending resources instead of actually bringing in resources. He's spending wood as well, which he wants if he wants production on the range units. So yeah, Mongol CA attacking faster against Japanese CA with +2 against range units. I kind of prefer Japanese, especially in the long run. Given the fact that, well... I don't know, actually. Mongols also lacked the last armor on the... on them, I mean. Almost everyone going up to the next stage. Well, everyone going up from the next stage from Team Vitality as well. Hera was trying to put some pressure with his Magyar Hussar. Gets stopped by Yo. With the Knights, and Yo is still putting pressure in Illyria's base. Now, I'm not sure about licks and all of those scrims. Probably just an answer to the mass of archers that that Hart was sending forward. Might need to... Well, they are upgraded, actually. While the scrims while the CA transition is in the making. There's going to be some damage there for licks. Isn't this Rex? It is. But does it matter? The games sometimes are being... We have a strict schedule for Division 1, right? From Thursday to Sunday. We have 2 sets every day. And if the teams are not going to be available, if they really can't play in the scheduled spot, the games will be recorded. But I mean, okay, for the for the viewers and casters too, it's probably more entertaining to watch them live. Maybe there's some like crazy things happening. Maybe there's some messages in between them. You can see what's happening in real time, but otherwise, like, I don't think there's too much of a difference. What's the big deal if they were played on Thursday and broadcasted today? Yeah, it's just team games are harder to schedule, and there's another team game tournament happening in the same time. So I really do think that players have a hard time scheduling all of these sets. Yo might suffer now here. Yo might get all the heat that he has been putting on the members from Team Vitality. His eco was starting to roll here. He has a lot of farms. That's the first fortified church for the Georgians. That means that in a 9-tile radius, all the villagers will be 10% more effective. He has a lot of military here. Vivi is bringing quite a lot of CA to the party. It's 12 Magyar Hussars against 13 Georgian Knights. And if the Georgian Knights don't die, they will regenerate HP. +2 was in as well. And Hera is like, okay, bye-bye. I'm bouncing away. And there goes all of Heart's archers. Team Vitality, however, still 65 military. Where's that military? Well, a lot of it from Leary is raiding Vivi. A lot of it is on water. Leary has a lot of navy. Yo still has some fishing ships. Yeah, it feels like Leary might have to go clean that up. Your mods don't like to seem the freedom of speech. I think my mods are thinking about my general mood, and I don't know, seeing a comment like that kind of hurts my feelings, especially knowing that you could go watch someone else, an English speaker, a native English speaker, sorry. But you're choosing to throw a hurtful comment. It's not that they're against the freedom of speech. Is that not all opinions need to be expressed. That's the point. But yeah. Heart is fine. I mean, Heart has 2 PCs, a good eco. Crossbowmen in defense, however, tough for those crossbowmen to keep up with all of that. Hera patrolling straight into a fight here. Yo kind of running away. It's crazy, right? This is a unit that has a high attack. Less melee armor, though. Then Yo's Knights regenerate. And I would still think that, I don't know, Yo's Knight, he has 11 Knights against 12 Mega Hussars and a cow. I would think that he's fine with taking that fight, but he was running away. He was running away for the longest. Now he's taking that fight because, like, might as well. Leary's there with his own cavalry archers. Yo, Marvin, the 8th. Thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you. Yeah, thank you, Gil. Appreciate you. Thank you. That's it's a lot of military here, guys. Remember a couple of minutes ago, we were talking how Team Vitality had almost doubled the military. Still quite a big advantage. Still quite a big advantage in terms of eco, though. However, Team LingYuan is catching up. They are catching up. Hera's now suffering from some raids. He's going to clean them up easily. 4 TCs from the Canadian. I love when Mem calls him Canadian. When Hera switches to CA, the other side is dead. Hera won't be switching to CA soon. I know you guys see fletching here and you're thinking, oh, there it is, Danny, you're wrong. And I might be. But fletching also gives an extra attack to the town centers against the raids and an extra range to the castle and towers. Putting down that university and getting ballistic soon might be the end of me. But that ballistics also might be against the raids. I just think it's too expensive for him right now. Whoa, good deny of that extra TC from Lix in the meantime. I agree with you guys. I agree. Magyar CA are absolutely the best. And that switch is going to happen eventually. Just not now. Just not now. For now, Hera does what that can do best. That Civ can do best right now. Add eco and raid. He has the Magyar Hussars. They're strong. High attack. Can just raid and then get a whole lot more eco going. Click up to imp. And eventually, I think that's the unit that you want to be on. Recurve bow CA with extra range. But that kind of makes me wonder, what does the Mongol player do then? Is he gonna stay on CA as well? Double CA? Heart's gonna maybe switch to cavalry then? No, Heart is just putting down another range. What if... Because then they can all just be countered by scrims. So, what if Hera never switches to CA? Mongols are gonna stay on CA, and Hera adds either Elite Magyar Hussars or Paladin. Uh-oh. Arbalester is in for Heart. His Malians, his university is working 80% faster. Well, his and all of his allies as well. The team bonus. Heavy CA coming in for Leary. Heart with chemistry can add in a couple of bomber cannons now. Oh, that's a lot of military here, but I trust Heart that he could clear up a lot of it. However, he's walking towards that fortified church that could do a whole lot of damage to those as well. Oh, he's stacking them, trying his best to micro this away. There's all the militaries from LingYuan are here, focusing on Heart. He's running to Hera's Magyar Hussars, but they're a tiny bit too late to the party. All 3 homies just piling on Heart here. Tables going up. In the meantime, what are Heart's allies doing? Well, They are busy with their own stuff. Vivi is taking the heat here. He does have 30 cavalry archers. Bracers coming in. He just got to Imperial Age. All those farms idle means there's no heavy cavalry archer in sight for him anytime soon here. And in the meantime, now Leary is raiding Licks as well. I don't think we're going to see a cavalry archer switch. I think he's going Paladin, yeah. Because you can't all be on 3 range units. You can't. Enemies can all go full scrims then. Right? Even though I 100% agree with you, Magyar CA are the best in the game, in the late game, because of the extra range. Extra range is huge on them. But right now, Lear is doing the job. He has 60 heavy cavalry archer on the field. 60 of them. Can Vitality recover? I think Vitality is leading this game. This is Vitality's game to lose right now. Leary is coming forward with a castle on this hill. They have access to the middle. They have control over the middle. What does the middle have? All the stone. They don't have fantastic towers, but they could just put down more castles. Leary is just killing... Well, Leary is actually not looking at this fight. He got distracted by that DC, and it won't matter. It won't matter. Vivi just cannot afford all the upgrades right now, and yeah, with that castle from Yo being denied as well by Hera's Magyar Hussars, Paladin switch was on the way. Trade was on the way as well. And there we go. Vitality taking game number 1. Guys, we have a set on our hands. Oh god, I'm not live. Oh no! Oh no. Nice to see you live on YouTube. Nice to see you, Mr. Cott, on YouTube. Hey, Justin. Great stream. Second one I've joined. I think I saw you play in a tournament, which were the most interesting games I saw. Super aggressive strategies. Oh no, what tournament was I playing on? I am retired from playing in tournaments, guys, because I am probably the most anxious person that you will ever meet. And it was just too stressful for me. It was just too stressful. I'm not playing in tournaments anymore. I clicked the point to the wrong team. Well, LingYuan won the first game. Yeah, it's 1-1. It's 1-1. This was the second game. This was the second game, and that was tres leches for you guys. Remaining maps: Arena, picked by LingYuan, and Frontline. And oh my god, I see Arena picked, and I see Vitality having polls. I feel like that's just going to be hard job once again. Let me see. Game 3. Leary playing as Portugal. Yep. Hard has polls. 4. No, don't. I said, no. I said Leary, and my phone heard that as Siri. You see, I do have a terrible English. Like, homie was right all along. And then I said, yup. And homie was about to play Baby Shark here. That's all on Siri. Is it? Yeah, exactly. Don't even... Yeah. This series is recorded games, yes. And are all the league stage games recorded games? Namco, we have 2 sets per day, running from Thursday to Sunday. Thursday, Friday are a round. Saturday, Sunday are a different round. Every single day, there's 2 slots for the teams to play. The entire calendar has been released already. Has been made. the teams are assigned a certain slot. And if they cannot play it live, they have to play recorded games before that time. And that's still going to be casted, you know, at that certain time. So it's not that all the games are going to be recorded games, but a lot of the teams have issues scheduling. It's tough. It's tough. I would prefer live games as well. I know a lot of the viewers would, but unfortunately, it just has to be this way. Like, once again, shout out to all the players that are making, you know, an extra effort to play the games live. I really, really, really appreciate that. There's another team game tournament happening in the same time, so not only they have to play with other people from other, you know, countries or all over the world, but it's even more difficult to schedule. And yeah, thank you, Namco. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate it. So we have Arena. What's happening on Arena? We have Lix playing as Tutens. Ooh, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Lix playing as Tutens. Who is he facing? Hard playing as Poles. Ooh. Crash Destroyer asked me, can you please keep player colors the same through the set? Unfortunately, it's not up to me. It's up to the players and the position that are picking. In this game, if you pick color 2 or player 2, you're going to have color red, and you're going to be a flank. Now, if Lix next game decides to play as pocket, he needs to pick 4, and he's going to have yellow. If he's playing in a pocket position, I can't switch him back to red. You can change colors, yeah, but like that's going to absolutely screw up with my casting. Because I know that yellow is a pocket, so if I put yellow on the flank, would throw me off completely. It's mostly Leary and Hart that change colors, right? It's mostly Leary and Hart that change colors, which are both flanks, which would be fine, but I prefer to not mess up with the team position. Yeah, pros and cons to both systems, exactly. So who's trashing first? Vivi's playing as Italians. He's going up rather fast. Everyone from Team Vitality is going up to the next stage. Yeah, okay, changing from 6 to 8, that's a personal preference. Because I think it's just better for the cold colors. What's going on here, guys? These are some fantastic uptimes. Look at Vivi. I mean, okay, he's playing as Italians. He's going Market Blacksmith 21 pop. Is he going to sell the stone? No, he's fine. He's fine. He clicks up to the next stage. What a fantastic build order. Market Blacksmith coming up from Lakes. I was getting so excited about the tower rush, and didn't end up happening. I guess when you're playing against Pulse, I guess they both just scouted each other early on, and Pulse probably wanted to tower rush, and they were like, meh, I'm against Teutons. I don't want to trust them. And Teutons were like, I'm playing against Pulse. I don't want to trust them. So they're just going Fast Castle. All of them. All of them. Hera is playing as Bohemians. In the pocket position, he's going to face Hindustanis. Yeah, I mean, Halb Ovnitsa could be countered by Shatagni hand cannon. Yo, Dizzle! Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you a lot. Hey, hey. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate it. Will the finals be... Yeah, finals will be live. But so, well, we have group stage, right? And then we have the playoffs. And the playoffs are going to be live as well. Playoffs have to be live. Anyway. And then the final, the grand final of Division 1, that's going to happen in November, live in front of an audience at a LAN event at the Garrison. So, yeah, that's going to be live. Imagine getting 10 minutes Castle Age on my rank game. That would be a tiny bit impossible because it's a 9 villager start. But hey, I saw that next week we're going to have a quick start arena. Oh boy. Yeah, well, maybe that's going to happen. You just need to replicate Vivi's build order and play as Italians. Everyone's gonna boom! It's a boom fest, chat! Hello? It's an absolute boom fest. Someone kill something? Which clan will get the relic first? So, this is the thing with Arena. I think they will still invest in a couple of monks here and there. Now, is it as important? Not really. In my opinion, because you can trade later in the game. If you secure the map, you can just full wall the middle of the map and trade in team games. I feel like relics are not as important, except if you're Lithuanians, because then they directly affect the Cavalier and the Paladin line. So yeah, even Burgundians would be worth relic grabs. True. True. Burgundians would 40C coming up from VV. Oh my god, guys, this is an Omega boom. Has most resources collected. Let's take a look at that really quick. Hardwood poles. Well, color me impressed. Who would have thought dropping 10% of food instantly when you put down a farm helps so much. He needs to get rid of all of these. He could put more folwarks in here. Hey, Denshan. I like Vitality Sieves better though. Now, my question is, what's going to be the unit choice though? Especially from Poles against Teutons. I feel like Teutons are better. Wing Hussar? Maybe? Against what? Hand cannon? Bombard cannon from Teutons? Just halbs, maybe? Yo has that stable as well. He's getting a monk out. Is that gonna be the first relic? Hussar raining on Arena, not the greatest. I was thinking about the trample damage, especially with the bonus damage against the hand cannons, but that's only if Teutons go Angus. Well, Poles could go CA as well, or Elite Obuk. Not sure. Vivi could go Genoese crossbowman. Vivi could go condos. Teuton condos are kind of great as well, actually.
Yeah. Salve.
What's Leary going with Portuguese? Against hand cannon is not the greatest, you know. You probably don't want that against your enemies that have one second. Blocking the gate, yeah, and then like a workshop in his face. No way. This is fantastic. Hard wanted to make an outpost to see what's up. You know, what's coming. And then has to make a complete new one because Lix is attacking that troll. That's really funny. And Yo is getting away with a relic. He's yoinking all of them. Ain't no way that was the first one, two. Going for another one. No, Hera. He's gone. Was at the siege workshop? Are they just like mirroring each other? Like, look at this. It just puts down a castle on that. Like such a nosy neighbor. I just want to see what's up. Bug abuser, true. I don't know what he's going CA. Hey, no, he's going Arbalesters. Oh my god, I was so happy that I called it. But I would like him to go CA because Poles have decent CA-ish. They're lacking Partian tactics and the last armor. So, you know, not the best ones in the game. But Teutons struggle against CA in general, and I've seen Poles going CA on Black Forest, and it was fine. You can snipe bombard cannons, you have mobility. Oh man, I was so happy that I was right and he's going CA, he's going Arbalesters. Alright, that's fine. Castle's up. There's another one coming up for Lix forward as well. No one in yet. They're all gonna get imp at the same time. Look at this. This is just like a no rush 23 minutes. Why is there a siege workshop on the gate? Because he wants to block the gate. Yeah. He wants to block the gate. And his teammate did the same to Leary. So, I mean, it just has to be. Oh, Vivi's gonna open Condottieri, isn't he? Organ guns can have gunpowder armor class. So, condos are gonna slap. He got 3 relics. Yeah, I got 1 as well, as after all. Okay, well, that siege workshop is going to be gone. Traps out for Heart already. Traps in the queue for Lix. He just got to the next stage now. Going to be Halb Hufnica. And now, what is Yo doing? Ranges, Shatagni hand cannons. He might be going Ghulams. He's going Ghulams. Okay, well, that's not even bad at all. What kills Ghulams? Hand cannon. Can you go hand cannon? Well, not with Vivi going Condottiero. Cavaliers? Yeah, he's gonna go Teuton Paladins. I actually don't mind the comp here from LingYuan. I think it's very strong. Poles have bomber cannon as well, but Crenellation should cancel that. Now that's kind of a bit expensive right now. Hera's bomber cannon just chilling in the middle of the map. Oh boy, oh boy. There's the bomber cannons from Lix as well. Did he manage to get crenellations? No. Also, that's his only castle, and he's using all of his stone to repair that. There's just a whole lot more trebs and siege there for Heart. He manages to snipe both of Lix's trebs, and Lix has to fall back a tiny bit. Ghulam's coming in here. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Are they elite? They are elite. Do they have +4? Hindustani don't have +4. I knew that at some point in my life. Jordan guns kind of fit in the same niche as mangoes. They're gunpowder units. They are considered siege units because the monks need redemption to convert them. Shoot multiple projectiles. Maybe from that perspective, but they're actually countered by mangoes. Grand Trunk Road coming in for oh, headshot. Coming in for the Hindustani, so all their gold is coming in faster. Fun fact, tiny bit of a trivia, useless fun fact here. Grand Trunk Road used to be the only unique tech that had 3 words, 3 terms in the name. Now, after the latest DLCs, that's not the case anymore. You guys know which is another one that has 3 names? Oh, here come the condos trying to... How do you know such trivia? From Mashmora's quizzes, actually. Coiled Serpent. Wait, I didn't know that one. Now I learned that one. Okay, so there's more now. I was thinking about Redcliffe's tactics. I was thinking about Redcliffe tactics. But you see, there's so... Like, I want to learn some things and my mind is just not there. And, like, it won't... Some things just won't stay in my head. And some things, like, I'm watching a Mashmora quiz in some podcast, and the information that Grand Trunk Road is the only unique tech that has 3 names just stayed with me forever. Now every single time I see it in the queue, I remember about that. Now it's Mingguang armor as well. There we go. Now there's plenty of them. Now that fact that's stuck in my head is useless because it's not even true. The 3 in 3 kingdoms stands for 3-word unique text. Yeah. Oh, Lyr is pushing. Lyr is pushing, and you know what's he pushing with? Okay, well, arbalesters that are helping a whole lot against Condottiero. But gunpowder, and I said, no, surely they won't be pushing with gunpowder against condos. I guess if you mix arbalesters, that's fine. Now, who's dying faster? Llama, Heart, or Vivi? Issue is that the military from Lyri here and Hera is a slow push type of military, right? Where Lix can just kill a lot of vills faster here. So the paladins are going to be... Hard needs to delete that castle. And I don't know, put it right here. Hera's here with the paladins though. Hera's here with with halberdiers to help against the paladins. Paladins are kind of gone. There's still 26 of them that are going to move up the top. Lear is trying to put down a castle. There's not a whole lot of villagers there building it though. Paladins are slow from Teutons. They lack husbandry. It's tough for Hera because he has to split his focus on two sides, and oh my god, those are going to raid everything. They're going to kill absolutely all the siege there, and potentially all the hand cannoneers as well. Pig, thank you so much for the raid. Oh my god, that's a lot of new viewers, guys. Welcome. We're continuing with more 3v3 league action. This is the end of round 2. We have Team Vitality versus LingYuan in an absolutely fantastic set, and guys, they're just playing their heart out. Disheart. But no, seriously. Army numbers is getting dead even. Eco advantage for LingYuan. They have more pop. That's a big cleanup from the Teuton Paladins. Big cleanup. While on this side, now you see, it feels to me like the push from LingYuan is wherever the paladins from Lix are. Paladins left this side, all of a sudden, this side is pushing. Paladins are at the top, LingYuan is pushing on this side. That Heart still has 650 stone in a castle that is not being built here. It's just the foundation. Oh, he deleted it. Stream sniping from a recorded game. Paladins are here. Granulation coming in from the Teutons though. Oh, they're going to clean up the hand cannons. It's not even going to be funny. I see trade cards. How many? 20 for Leary. Hera's just starting now. Needs are expensive. 15 for Heart as well. They're trying to compensate. There you go. How's the trade looking like for LingYuan? They're just starting right now as well. Skirms! What? Why is he on Skirms? Because he doesn't have too much gold. He needs more gold for trade cards. Only 8 trade cards, 20 from Lix and only 8 from Yui. Okay, so they're all starting to trade just now. Big push onto this side. We have Elite Obuk against Elite Gulam. Obuk should be able to wreck that fight. You know what's missing? More halbs though from Hera against the Paladin, because yeah, okay, Heart is going to win that fight, but then the Teutonic Paladins are still an issue. They're going to clear that, you know, the siege. And they can clear up all this military, honestly. There's just not much presence from Hera there. Where are Hera's halberdiers? You know what I think Hera needs? Forward production. This is an issue because these are Hera's production buildings. I think he needs more here. And, you know, on the way there. Also, Team Vitality has... Team Vitality has markets working 80% faster as a team bonus. So that's nice when it comes to upgrades, you know, pumping out trade cards. So you can build your trade quite fast. But on the other side, we have Team LingYuan with Italians and Hindustanis. And Hindustanis can build Caravanserai, a building that heals and speeds up the trade cards. I see 0 built though. Ah! Haha! There it is. A foundation. 2 foundations. He's thinking about it. They're just starting now. Hera going into long swordsman. From Bohemians, are they fully upgraded? They're missing Gambesons. I guess when you're fighting Gulams, don't really care about Gambesons. Hand cannons are going to be the issue, though. Leary is adding a couple of Cavaliers as well. More walls being deleted. I'm concerned with these walls being deleted if they're not being built in the middle. Because if you're deleting all the walls, you know what you're doing? You're giving a free road for those paladins to go straight behind your base. Straight in here, in the trade. Raid you to death. That's exactly where he's gonna go. That's absolutely exactly where he's gonna go. And Hera got a tiny bit too ambitious with that castle. He has a lot of hand cannons against all of those Gulams. But again, here come the paladins, and here are they stopped. Amazing, amazing quick walls from Hera. He could try to put a gate even here as well, but nah, it's just too much bother. Military number is there for Team Vitality, but military value is ahead for Team LingYuan. 20 more eco. Dead even game. Minute 46 into the game. 50-50 in terms of map control. Trade is getting started. Strap in, boys. It's going to be a good game. This is already a good game. Gulam's getting ready to dive in for the Hufnitsa. Clearing up all of those. It's going to be painful for Hera. And now he's left with hand cannons. Where, you know, again, condottiero from anyone. Imagine, I would even like to see Teuton condos here. Silk Road coming in for Vivi. Speaking about nice trade. But now, what did I say earlier? Paladins are not here anymore. So Paladins are pushing. This side is being pushed. This side is being pushed. Where are the Paladins? Oh, there's no more Paladins. Okay, I personally think that's a mistake. I think the Paladins were doing quite well. What counter soul books? Range units, hand cannons. Hand cannons, arbalesters. CA. Anything ranged, basically. Scorps, sure. Ooh, imagine if we see heavy scorps. Paladin production. Back at it. We don't have stone walls yet. Where are those? Bomber towers from Italians. Okay, okay, okay. Hera's champions are doing the work against the Kondo plus Gulam comp. But that's the thing, those Gulams can be quite pesky. They have 14 kills on them, and now they're going to dive deep into Lyris base. Where's Lyris military? He's fighting Vivi at the top as well. There's so much action going on. Everyone is just fighting everyone on all fronts, and Leaks again with a group of like 7-8 paladins just diving in, sniping the siege and going back. Big fight under the castle. Oh, Hera didn't have enough numbers there. There's just too much coming forward from Yo, and that castle bites the dust. That castle's gone. And Hera is going to build another one tile forward. Move, sir. This is a construction site. Just because why not? Just because why not? Oh my god. This game is just something else. This is just cinema. Another workshop being prepared. You know what I really like? that LingYuan is getting more and more terrain with buildings. Something that I don't really see necessarily. Maybe. But you see, this side, why is this not full of barracks from Hera? Because he doesn't have wood, for starters. Sure. Relic count is 7 for Yo, 1 for Hera. And those... No. What? No. PCA from Hindustanis? They're missing Parshes, but I mean, it only will count against other range units, which, okay, it's important. It's extra pierce armor against all the Arbalesters. And more attack against halbs. But, hey, all in all, mobility. Yeah, okay, so that's exactly what I was going to say. It's important to have relics in the late game, even though you have trade, okay, fine, but that gold from relics is coming in faster. I mean, 7 relics and has over 6,000 gold from them. 9 range hand cannon batter. They don't have mobility. They don't have mobility. And from the ranges, you know, you can make a group of 20 CA. Run them. Where do you run them? Where do you run them, chat? Where do you run them? The right response will get a gifted sub. Trade. Look at that. A tier 2 sub would have gotten a gifted sub. Exactly. You run them into the trade, of course, because they're so good at sniping those eco units. And then you have champions here. Okay, you still have those ranges there to pump out hand cannons. He doesn't have chemistry. Okay, well, he will have them ready to pump out hand cannons if he needs after chemistry. He has ballistics on his CA. As him here. Paladins are here. This side is pushing. Paladins are not here. That's fine. This is not the, you know, ultimate push here. What's happening here? Whoa! Vivi, big terrain advantage into Leary's base. Now, Leary has made every possible unit with Italians this game. Does he have Pyrotechnia? He does. No, wait, that's Italian. Sorry. Because I saw Italians have... this is messed up for Italians. I will have to actually check in game. But he didn't have too many hand cannons. Like, he's fine with Genbos and Condos for now. Genoese crossbowmen against all those Cavaliers. Shred them alive. And then you have Condos against that hand cannons. Technically a fantastic composition. Leary is losing a lot of eco on that side. Let's have more wood. Lumberjacks at the bottom. Dangerously close to the trade. Yeah, so that's the point, right? And this here, you have this castle. This castle is huge. But what was I saying about LingYuan earlier? Well, I was saying that they slowly but surely gain more and more terrain with buildings. Look at that. Barracks. Look, these barracks are built inside Leary's initial walls. If Leary wants to push this back, he has to take care of the building. Like, this is going to be a slow push, especially with those units. I don't see this happening from Vitality. There's all of this space in the middle. I think I would like to see that. Especially from Hera, who has slow units. He has champions and halbs. Would like to see that from either Vivi or... Well, Vivi's pushing now, so probably him. This is a fantastic game. We're close to the 1 hour mark, and this push is looking more and more scary. Feels like Leary making an effort and pushing all of those buildings in the back just cleared up more space for a better engagement. However, he does have arquebus on his bomber cannons. That means a ballistic effect on all of those. They're more accurate against moving targets. 20k damage of them. 30 kills! You wouldn't want to have stacked Genoese crossbowmen against them. Big fight on the other side, however. Chris Summer, thank you so much for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Guys, thank you. Prime subscriptions help me a lot. Help me the most when it comes to financial support. What was that? The castle with? What was he researching? I missed it. But to grow my channel, a simple follow or a simple subscription on YouTube, they're free. And that's already more than enough. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are enjoying the games. I hope you're enjoying the tournament. This is an absolutely fantastic game. We're past the 1 hour mark and there's just so many things to focus on. I don't even know where to look right now. I would like to have a split screen right now with this fight going on and this fight going on because they're both equally important. There's a big dive from Vivi on all the bomber cannons and there were like 9 of them. Suddenly there's 4 left, chat. Make them 3. Bomber towers from Leary, however, as well. And in the meantime, what has been happening here, where all the Genoese crossbowmen that were made against the Cavaliers were countered by Leary's own arbalesters and bomber tower and whatnot. Now he's out of arbalesters, but Vivi was like, figures I could switch. I could prepare slowly but surely a switch into my own arbalesters. He's not producing any, but I did see him getting crossbowmen. He has extra pierce armor, so his crossbowmen, his arbs, sorry, later on, would be better. Ironclad coming in for Lakes and his siege. What about... Wait! Completely ignore the elephant in the room. Kara, full switch on elite Hussite wagons. Halbs, Kufnitsa, champions, everything. He's pushing full force. This is what I was about to say. Onager is needed, or siege onager even. He can afford it. He has 4,000 gold, chat. Did Leary build any Feitorias? No. Now, you might ask, why not? Well, the answer is simple. 20 pop space is too important at this stage of the game when trade is started. When trade is started, you would rather have 20 trade cards and the gold income would be much better than the trickle from a Feitoria that takes 20 pop space, basically. Does that make any sense? Hart adding Cavaliers of his own. Does he have Schlachta privileges? He does. He does. Schlachta privileges, Flood of Cavaliers. We have Paladin. Probably gonna see Halberdiers here from Lix as well, or at least I am expecting, even though he is making a couple of condos, probably just to snipe some Bubnica. But I do expect something like Halbe. So there's SO in the queue from Lix. He has Ironclad, so +4 melee armor. On those, there's another push in the middle. There's just Gulams running in. Bomber towers now from Hera as well. Everyone's buying stone. What's the price of stone at this point into the game? Getting expensive. Getting expensive. Still back and forth. Front of Leary's base. Dangerously close to the trade. How are some eco kills looking like? Yo killed 120 eco units. Mostly, well, Leary lost 125 as well. Some from VV, some from Yo as well. Oh my god. Teuton Castle doesn't outrage Hovnitsa. No, they're identical. Yeah, but okay, this is a mistake in the lingo of the AoE player. We say that it outranges when it's actually it should be it ranges. It doesn't outrange. Basically, we're talking about the Prenelation and the Yupsong towers. And we often say about something that it outranges. No, they both have the same range, basically. But I understand that that's exactly what Aurico meant. It's 13 range on the Hovnitsa and 13 range of the tower. And guys, Vivi is getting here with Bombard Towers close to the trade, 10 tiles away. Sinestia, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate everyone being here. I hope you guys are enjoying the game because I definitely am. Vitality pushing with their greatest strength. On the left flank, Hera has all of the Hostile Wagon as a mid shield. All the units behind taking less damage. But Lake's still holding the ground. Prenelation. Yo has 10,000 gold from Relic so far, by the way. How is Eco looking like? Team China, full Eco. They're not 600 pop. They should be. Vivi has to be getting there. Production is lacking from Lakes, and I don't really understand why, because he has resources to queue up 20 more paladins right now. Subscribing before the first message in the chat. Look at Sinestia. So hyped for this tourney. So entertaining. Already looking forward to watching the finals in person in November. Watching the finals in person is something that I will be crying inside. Because this tournament is my baby and I'm not going to be able to watch it live. And I think that's going to hurt. I think if you guys can and afford to get a ticket, you should, because this is absolutely amazing. I think the energy is going to be unmatched. 6 people on a stage, 3v3 finals in front of a 1,000 people audience. I think he wants a balance between Pala, Onagers, and Trebs. Fair enough. Fair enough. And he obviously shouldn't have, 60 paladins on the field and then not afford to produce any siege onagers. However, I still think that until you have the wood to produce, you shouldn't keep your production idle if you're not 200 pop. I already have a ticket and we'll go there with my brother. I'm playing a lot of AoE. Nice! Gonna be an epic weekend of Age of Empires. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hope you guys can make it and I hope you guys have fun. I think it's going to be a very fun final. Like, this is only round 2, guys. We have 9 rounds in this event and round 2 is already delivering. They're getting super close to the trade. Leary is there with his Arbalesters. Arbalesters will outrange the CA, but the CA won't care because they have a lot of HP. A whole lot more. More attack as well. And that's also 4 Trebs. 6 Trebs. Vivi has 2 of those as well. Why won't you be there? Well, I wasn't invited. And I'm not into a position where I can afford to travel to lands. So, yep. Stables going up from Heart. Just going to spam more cavaliers. He could start raiding as well. This is getting very close to the raid as well. So I agree that, okay, Yo and Vivi have a big push here. They killed a lot of trade, but Vitality is still adding more. And this is the freeway to LingYuan's trade as well. It's your baby and you're not there. That's sad. Yeah. That's gonna be a tiny bit heartbreaking, but yeah, it's fine. As long as everyone still, you know, everyone enjoys the main event and we have a good time and all the rest of the event is running smoothly, not the end of the world. It's fine. Next time. We're at the LAN finals in Hamburg. How is that possible? You're running the entire thing. Things that are not related to me, or like that, they're not in my control. They're in other people's control. So, who's gonna cast the games over there? It's a final, so every final is probably gonna be casted by T90 and Dave. Every S tier final nowadays is going to be that way. It's just a recipe for success. You know, they're the best co-casting duo, so they're going to be there for the garrison anyway. Most likely, I'm sure it's going to be them that they're going to cast. Yo and Vivi pushing this back, but now what? Yo is pushing. Yo is flaring everything. You see, Yo is flaring this. Yo is flaring this. That again. Do something. More towers. Attack from those are weak spots, and soon, definitely soon after, Hera is already starting to put down a palisade. Not palisade, stonewall. Sorry. That's a mature way of seeing it. Well, it's not like I really have too much to do about it, and I still want everyone to enjoy. That's fine. Like, I already had my LAN event this year, and it was already more than I could ever dreamed of. And I said that the Brazilian Dynasty, it's not sure I'll ever make it to another one. It's not guaranteed, so might as well just make the best of it as much as I could. Are anyone winning this game? It looks like it can go forever. I'm looking. The Pop is that even. 550 to 550. Like, Pop is that even. They're pushing here. Yo is gonna come help this side. They're going to push this side back. While that's happening, Hera's moving here with Leary. They're pushing this side back. I don't know. I don't know who's winning this game. Oh my god. It's 170 military to 170. 2k more military value from LingYuan. They have all of those expensive SO, all the siege, all the cannons. More eco as well. Vitality lost a lot of trade, but they're adding more as well. Hera, 64 trade cards. 0 gold in the bank. Hufnitsas are taking a lot of gold, and nice snipe there on that castle. What's happening here? This wall, I don't see it going up anytime soon. Anytime soon, guys. This is... The condos are just sniping more and more raid, and so are the range units. All of Hera's military needs to come back and deal with all the raids, because the gold income is what can put an end to a game, and it can snowball quite quickly, because now I'm looking at all sides and I'm seeing Vitality retreating. I'm seeing hard push onto this side. Very close to another point of trade. This castle and this castle, if they fall, all the markets are there, exposed. In the meantime, Lear is going to lose all of his lumberjacks. Maybe. Oh yeah, he is. Vivi's there with Condottieri. Now Lear is kind of pushing here with the Cavaliers onto that side. Our Blasters here too. But again, this is what I have been talking earlier. How LingYuan pushed with putting buildings down, you know, as soon as they advance throughout the map, it makes things hard for Leary and Hera to push, because now they have to deal with the buildings. Lot of CA. Oh, armored elephants now. Siege elephants, actually. Lactic Legacy coming in for Heart. He's going to go full into Winged Hussars. They have a bonus damage against the hand cannons as well. And even range units, that is. So, like, they have a bonus damage against the Cav Archers too. He's missing the gold to continue spam Cavaliers, and at this point, without the last armor, I think it's just better engagement for those Winged Hussars. However, I don't think he has time. I think he's going to go down fast here. Yeah. All of his allies are there pushing on the other side with slow units. For all of this military to get here, or any reinforcements, they won't get here in time. And Hart had lost all his base in the meantime. LingYuan is taking game number 3. And guys, Vitality needed a better result. I'm saying needed. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. There's still one more game. It's a play all 4. Oh my god, what a game. Holy, holy, holy. If you're looking at, I don't know from the top of my head which civs I prefer more. It does seems like Hindustanis, Teutons, Italians. Nah, there's Bohemians and Portuguese there as well. Maybe Poles not the greatest in the long run, but I remember when Poles were released, everyone was just dominating with elite obuks and siege rams. I remember they were unstoppable. Okay, ever since, like, their eco got some nerfs, some buffs. Yo, Gabriel, thank you so much for 11 euros. So high for this tournament. Thank you, Daniela. Can't wait to see the finals in person live. Yo, Gabriel, thank you so much for the 11.99 euros. I appreciate you a lot, a lot. And I hope you're gonna have a fantastic time there. Best game of the tournament I have seen so far. Great work, Vitality, LingYuan, Daniela, CS, and Arbis. Thank you, RQ. Appreciate it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I have 100 viewers on YouTube as well, which is huge for me, because I have been trying to grow my YouTube community and my YouTube channel for the longest. So just you watching. I just want to ask you really quick, because before we hop into the next game, while we're still here, does the algorithm work? Do you guys get my videos recommended on YouTube? Because for the longest, that was something that I was struggling with the most. And if you do, then just, I don't know, clicking from time to time on it, leaving it somewhere in the... No? Why not? Are you subscribed? Now, let me ask you, are you subscribed? just letting it run in the background while you do whatever you want in a different tab, muted, just let it run. Just that would be incredibly helpful. Incredibly helpful. Yes. No, I never knew you existed until I saw you in podcast. Sorry, but now you're here. Now you're here, and now you're watching. Your live casts are always recommended to me. That's nice. I didn't, but I wasn't subscribed until today. I came from Viper. That's that's great. Keep an eye if things are going to be better or recommended more. After you subscribe, you still have to subscribe. I still don't get recommended. Also, I'm a subscriber. Oh no! That YouTube algorithm is absolutely killing me. I just, yeah. Frontline. Next. God! I see a Persian. Please tell me it's going to be. Please tell me it's going to be flank. If I see Persians as a flank and we're gonna see a TC drop, I call this a good day. Lex douching, but it's for team vitality though. Maybe it's hard douching. Imagine. Oh, thank you so much, guys, for being here. Let's hop straight into game number 4. Last game from this set, and we still have a long day ahead. We have Nocturna versus Onimaru Vanguard, another banger. We have to check the standings. We have a lot of work ahead of us, guys. You could make about 3 channels. Lots of big YouTube creators make 3 channels to increase the likelihood of the algorithm catching on. Yeah, but I'm trying to grow 1, homie. Imagine if I'm trying to grow 3. I can stream in 1440p, but I had technical issues. I am going to look forward into the tournament, deeper into this matter for 1440p on both maybe Twitch and YouTube, or maybe just on one of them. I'll see. I'll try. Pinky promise. Game number 4. Welcome, ladies and gents. We have Lex playing as Ethiopians on the flank.
Ow.
Ow. Yeah, I'm hurt as well. Heart is going forward, Burmese. Oh my god. Okay, so I have a lot of things to talk about. Here because I have been watching Vitality playing Frontline. And usually they're very calm. They're very, leave me out of trouble. So what I think the thought process from LingYuan was, why put the archer player in the pocket when Vitality is playing so passive? I could just put the archer player on flank. All the games that I've been watching from Vitality, move, dude. This homie's trying to put down a wall. Can you not, move? Nah? Okay. Well, I guess that's more important. So, they wanted the archer player here, the scout player here from Yo with Slubs, and the fast castle, wall into fast castle from Vivi in the back. But now, all of a sudden, Vitality is saying, ain't no way we're letting you get away with all of that, because that would be dangerous. Archer player on the flank. Archer player is usually in the pocket position. And, the flank is, the suicide guy. Ain't no way we're gonna let you get away with that. Hart just grabbed all of those villagers coming forward. Killed the Vil from Lakes already, and he's going to try to do now damage to the pocket. Low HP Vil, he needs to pay attention. There's a lot of scouts here ready to snipe it. Lakes. Nice walls from you. Doesn't wanna lose No, oh my god, she's still alive. Yo, it's gonna be the end of her. Ouch. She's at 2 HP. I can't believe that Bill is still alive. Oh my god. He's not sending her home either because, well, he can't. The random scout is just gonna snipe her. Hera first one to go out to the next stage. He's playing as Persians all the way in the back. He is going to be the scouts player. And Leary is going to play archers with Vietnamese. He's almost up to the next stage. Barracks coming forward. He might be coming forward with the ranges in front of Hart. Lex got up to the next stage as well. He had to make another lumber camp, which is not ideal for someone that wants to go double range. Such a tight build order on the flank. But hey, I gotta say, props to Hart for sending those back all alive. And watch me jinx him and lose all of them now to Vistisi. Leaks, sorry. Yeah, there goes the scout. Maybe he can wall this out. Yeah. Hera's here with his scout. He's gonna save her. All is good. All is good. She's going home. These homies are still gonna create some more damage. Very pesky they are. Range coming up. Double range from Leary. In the back of Hard space, but that's also fine. Imagine if Hard walls this range, so it forces... Nah, I'm cooking too much. There's archers. He already forced a tower, which is fantastic, because you know what's gonna happen? Hard can go up eventually to the next stage, and he can come forward with a tower and deny that. Why not? Why not? Couple of scouts already on the field from Yo. Hera has more of them. Hera does have to come all the way from here, though. Probably would want to work on closing the back of his base as well. Doesn't want random scouts going there. She's going home. I hope she lives a peaceful life. She's been to hell and back. Yeah. Where is she? She's a farmer. 1 HP. Oh, God. He's going up to the next stage. Now, with Burmese, Hard did his job. He's at 29 villagers. Getting all the food. He should be going on gold if he isn't already. Yes, 4 on gold. Okay, sorry. I'm just blind. He's on gold and he's going to go fast castle. And in Castle Age, Burmese have fantastic monks. And siege, why not? How come Vitality is individually best but suck as a team? I think it's too early to tell. I wouldn't describe Vitality as suck as a team type of team. I think there were some factors to take into account. Maybe they didn't have enough time to prepare, while Team LingYuan actively said that they will prepare more and more. And Hera was traveling. He's in Canada now. He's super sick. So, you know, probably not feeling at their best. I think we're going to see a whole lot better performance from them. Honestly, I think the way they're playing this set is already much better than what we've seen against Tag. Though Tag is a very good team as well. Tag played their set amazing. I think Hera's been sick for a couple of weeks now. I don't know, homie, but he was streaming the other day and he was sounding super sick. Now, good engagement there from Yo. He's going to be able to clean up most of those archers. More walls from Heart. I like that. He's on the way up to the next stage. Hera has all his scouts around here, and usually, you know how it goes with Hera. He makes a couple of scouts, gets as much damage from them as possible. They have 4 kills on them, 2 of them eco. Look how many walls are suddenly forcing from you. Vivi's walled here, so that's good. Vivi's almost up to the next stage. He's gonna go Shanbei Raiders. Then putting a stable down, which he can get early bloodlines and husbandry, which is great because they're gonna have to walk quite a lot. But look at Hera's resources. He can click up as well. Hearts first to Castle Age. What is this? It's usually the case when you play like this as a flank. You sacrifice a lot early on. So then you don't make any military. You sacrifice a lot while not lose. He still didn't lose a single villager. While he created damage on Lix and on the pocket. So slow down 2 players while his eco is running. He's bringing the boys back home. He's putting them to work. And he's not making any military. He's not investing into anything else other than a job, monastery, and siege workshop. Lix didn't go for early Vil fights. Lix went for fast feudal, took damage, and now his archers are not doing damage. And he has 2 minutes idle DC time. So it makes sense. That's usually how it plays out for the player that goes into, you know, early aggression with the Vils, into, you know, afterwards letting the rain to your allies. They're going scouts, they're going archers. They already have the great comp. Hot take: in team games, there's less respect for Hera and Lyria's aura of dominating players. I could see that. Not necessarily less respect, but it's just a different synergy in team games, right? It has to all work out perfectly. Whereas if a player is delayed too much, it kind of screws up the plans for everyone else, right? Or I don't know how else to explain it. Siege monks going forward is going to be quite nice against especially this many units that are ranged. All the production from Lix is going to bite the dust. He's just putting down more towers to protect his gold, but well, he was lucky with this spawn of the stone. Stonewalling the entire map, I like it, but Hera's not gonna allow that to happen. Hera's not gonna allow that to happen. Couple of knights coming in forward as well. Lix is not yet Castle Age. He still has a lot of scouts that soon are going to be light cavalry. Faster. Easier to go and raid. To go, snipe the monks, snipe the mangonels, snipe everything. Hello. Oh, they just wanted to slap him and go back? Ah, okay. Finish the job, homie. Yo is pinging all of this, though. And soon enough, all of those forces are going to say hi to him and his teammate. Will Lix's TC survive? Oh my god, Lix is in a position now where he had to basically wall the entire map, spend a lot of resources on tower, has a lot of Vils on stone. Those Vils on stone, having Vils on stone so early is super bad because basically you don't have them on food. You're not getting food, wood, you know, gold. You don't have a market, the resources that you need to go up to the next stage, and just keeping those on stone and forcing towers will delay you so much. Lix is at a point where I don't see him clicking up to Castle Age in the next 10 minutes. I think he's gonna lose his TC. I don't even know where he's gonna move. There's just so much military here. The knights cannot engage without the Lycav. There's just too many monks. There's more monks than knights at this point. Can get all of them converted. The Chambays can just get flattened by an attack round from, what's that, 5 mangonels. Lycav is here, but I mean, Hera has his own knights in front of all of that. Just so much more military value. There's more military on the field from Vitality. And yes, of course, Heart's military numbers versus 0, you know, from Lix are contributing a great ton, but thing is, Lix right now can't do anything. Lix can just finish this wall and go, you know, put on the TC, make more farms, try to get up to the next stage, and reboom. Like, Lix did his job. Lix is useless for the next 20 minutes of this game. He just needs to go to Castle Age and put down 4 TCs and just boom. But in the meantime, it's going to be a tough job, you know, for LingYuan to play 2v3. Need redemption monks or something. And if you add redemption monks, who can add redemption monks? Gloves, maybe. It's just so easy for Heart to just get atonement. Yo is giving up and trying to go for a raid, but I mean, Hera can come this way. Hera's diving under all those towers. There's some reinforcements forward from Lyria as well. He's even getting some ring. All the reinforcements from Heart could actually just look at that knight. Look at that knight from Heart. Paid actor. Rip. He was discovered. For Lyria's archers, half of them are here forward. Half of them were at home defending against all that force. We might have a big engagement. Vivi's just trying to snipe as many monks as possible. Those monks have a conversion. 3, 5. Oh my god. Mangonels are down though. Mangonels are down. And half of Lyris military was missing from the fight, and well, Heart's gonna lose all of his military. However, Heart has a fantastic eco. He has a lot of people on stone. He could go castle forward and a run by. What do we think about that? Even walling here as well. He could prepare walls here as well, which he is, to stop the raids from this side from Yo. And then his castle could go somewhere. Where could his castle go? Maybe here? Protects this stone, this gold for access to that stone. Maybe. Is Larry waiting to go up? Slowly but surely. He's lacking the gold. Heart could go up soon as well. Yeah, just imagine. Castle here? Nah, I don't think he can get that castle up there. Maybe here somewhere. Castle, monks, trebs. Oh, that's a great raid from LingYuan, actually. Nice quick walls from Hera. Dodging the ballistics. Cheeky, 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 cheeky. Heart is selling this. Some stone, getting the castle up, preparing his resources. He's gonna be able to go up soon. Not a big fan of that castle, but they lost all their push. Thing is, LingYuan dove too deep here. Why does Vitality wall so badly in team games? I think they're on the principle of if we're the one pushing, we don't need to wall. Heart, however, is preparing the walls here. Some walls at least. So there's not going to be any raids on this side. Vitality got this last game. Looking at this, I think so too. I mean, look at the pop. The military. Lix is going to Castle Age now. While Heart and Leary are both going up to Imp. And the thing is, I honestly thought it's just going to be monks and trebs. But the thing is, Heart has such a good eco. He's even gonna mix in halbs. Halbs or champions? What is he gonna do? Probably, yeah, okay, halbs. I think they're just scared of Yo going something whole night. Someone from YouTube, like, this is actually something that I thought to myself, but I didn't just call my chat out like that. But yo, Type Racer said on YouTube 2 weeks ago everyone was complaining about them being seed 8. Now people saying they suck. I swear to God, that's so accurate. Viewers comment, by the way, doesn't work in with recorded games. Do you watch Ted Lasso? I just finished 3rd season. I started the 4th last night. I know, I love it. Yeah, 3 players up to the next stage. Spicy Castle from Lakes? Sure. Is it gonna get trapped down? Yes. As soon as Heart realizes and doesn't lose his entire woodline, Heart, hello? Okay. Okay. It's fine. Castle went up. He's going to have traps in defense. Heart also has a trap here. All of the arbalesters from Leary are going to be pushing straight into Yo's castle. Yo's putting a castle up to the next stage with him as well. But is that going to be enough? Oh my god. Those are so annoying, actually, those walls from Nyx. Pikemen are here. They're pikemen from Burmese. They have more attack. And arbalesters are just going to eat everything else up. He needs to pay attention to the villagers, though. Villagers are important if he wants to finish that castle. But Team LingYuan is going to lose so much military here. No! And then as I'm saying that, they actually end up cleaning house. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Time for a regroup. Time for a regroup. Halberdier coming in. Heavy market shenanigans in between these two. Sun going up a tiny bit more in the back. Still protects this gold. And at what point are we starting to think about the trade? Buffering? What's buffering? No way. Aha! We are thinking about the trade. They are thinking about a trade. All of them. At the exact same time, man. Like, perfect synergy. This is always something that surprises me so much from the pros. With this short trade line, because of the tree line, is it worth the time to cut with onagers to have a longer trade line? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We've seen that happening a lot, actually. I also want to address the next comment. Red needs sling. So, you can sling once you're in him, yes. But if you are slinging red right now, what are you slinging up for? Red needs right now to boom as fast as possible, as hard as possible. Because red is a dead player in the LingYuan lineup right now. And if you sling him, you don't have resources to replace your losses. Like, they just need to hold 2v3 right now until red gets to a pop that he can start actually contributed actively. Because you sling him for what? To go imp? He's gonna go imp. He's still gonna have not gonna have resources to produce anything. And you're taking from your own resources. That was a big cleanup on you. Savar incoming. Only 10 Cavaliers so far. But yeah, I want to see Elite Boyar. I want to see Elite Boyars against Savars. I think that would... there's some random... Knights going to... Raid. Okay. There's a castle here protecting the trade. It's a really nice setup for Team Vitality. Just one castle from you. Yeah. Detinets would be nice and everything. Vivi is up to the next stage as well. He has Bracer, all the armor, has 45 Shambays. With Away, he gets extra HP on those as well. Needs that because they don't get Elite upgrade. This game finished 10 minutes ago. This game is still ongoing on my screen. Scrims. For all that massive Arbalesters and Halberdiers. Sure, but then how is Scrims going to perform against all those Savars? I think Hera is just waiting for a full mass 200 pop and just send them. Hera needs to delete villagers. At this point of the game where Hera wants to get to something like 60 trade cards, you can't have 127 villagers. Hera needs to delete a lot of lumberjacks. He has 49 of them and he's starting to float a lot of wood. Paper money coming in from Vietnamese. Savar going forward to raid. Savar going forward to raid and the traps remain unprotected. However, there were a couple of Savars still and the scout line basically just melted to the Burmese halberdiers. Lix is still booming, trying his best, but they're still 2v3. 2v3. 127 villagers still. Hera's at 160 eco. With 160 eco, you can, yeah, you can actually tech War Elephant. Yeah, he got Gambusons. Maybe he's thinking about the Medition line. Makes no sense. Maybe he misclicked it. Maybe he's thinking that it affects halves as well. It doesn't, but I don't see Hera often to play elephants since they're a slow unit. They are, but Hera also likes to put down some units here and there to flex when he feels like the game is over. Lix is going in. He probably wants to get a couple of halves of his own, but Yo has no military. There's 3 military between Lix and Yo. It's quite bad. And you see, I love how hard it is pushing here. Buildings forward. Halves are slow, so he is replacing his production. He's putting it all forward. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of time. Like, they cannot deal with all the raids. Like, yeah, okay, Vivi having so many Shambays, 29 of them, great and everything, but also when you see the Elite Skirm transition, it's not a great sight. And the fact that they actually managed to deny a defensive castle in the middle of Yo's base, kind of paints the entire picture, right? All those arbalesters from Vietnamese as well, more HP on them. Guys, they have 119 kills on them. Citadels coming in from Hera, so even if there's going to be raid attempts, those castles will just have more attack, take less damage. Cao Cao! He increases the attack, I want to say. Let's go! The attack speed of nearby units. Oh my god, finally got this one right at least. I always confuse them, like I always confuse them. Onager? Wait a minute, Lix is so back. Halb Onager. Halb Onager into Torsion engines. Is there a castle from Lix? Nope. Is there stone for Lix? Nope. It's not even stone for Yo anymore. 0 to repair, and that castle is a goner. Those are 3 traps repairing it. Yo trying to buy stone. Nope. It's Jover. Howda, an elite battle elephant from Burmese. Full stone walls to finish it off. Fortify wall came in for Hearth as well. They don't want to be dealing with the raids, but there's not a whole lot of units to raid with. That's it. 8 pikemen, 4 hussars for you, 25 halbs, 26 skirms. Just not great. Super Chicho, thank you so much for the 4 months of support. Zibran, hello. Hello, everyone. Guys, this is what good Age of Empire looks like. Yeah. Yeah. It's a really good result for all the top 4 contenders, assuming Vitality wins this one. Yeah, we're going to take a look at that one in a bit. At the standings. Maybe we're going to manage to see some archers flattened here by the onagers. Maybe. No, it's fine. At the sight of elephant, I just feel like it has to be a GG. Like, yeah, okay, everyone's going into halves, but your halves are just absolutely feeding the amount of arbalesters. Onagers are going down. Manipur cavalry came in as well, so all the cavalry were mounted units. How is it phrased? From Yeah, cavalry +4 attack versus ranged soldiers. It's tough. Bomber tower from Leary. They're getting to the markets as well. When you have 1-2 people going hulks, definitely not the greatest sight. Also, this is Yo's lumber camp. Could be more efficient. Gotta say. I gotta say, but this is basically just splitting LingYuan's base in half. And there we go. Hard going into the man-at-arms line as well. It's the last thing that he needed to tag. Like, he only has Albs and Elite Battle Elephant on the field. Not enough for him. Wants some champions. More attack from the Burmese as well against double Halb. That's going to be fantastic. But you already have the Arbalesters. Not that you really need it, but hey, might as well catch with your teammates and score, you know? Bomber towers going up is going to be more than enough to deal with the potential onagers being annoying. Nice snipe. A tread will go down here, but that's about it. There's the bomber cannons there to snipe the potential onagers as well. More raids even on this side from Hera. Military value is just looking from simple to double, actually. From simple to double. There's still gold on the field. Not that it would matter. They have so much trade. Heart has 4 relics as well. Look at this homie. Gotta give it to LingYuan. They're still trying, but look at the minimap. They literally just cut LingYuan's base into GG's called from Yo, and with this vitality and the set with a tie. What a fantastic series! Oh, 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 oh.